Hello, hi there everybody. I do hope that you are well on this, well, in London, dull grey day. and it's also getting darker and darker and darker. So if you don't know, in the UK, when it gets to the winter time, actually by the time it gets to the winter solstice, it gets light maybe about 8 o'clock and then gets dark again about 3:30, and it's edging towards that. So it gets really dark at about 4 o'clock, and it's kind of throws you off because you're kind of like, you think it's much later than what it is, and you look at the clock and you go, oh, it's only 8 o'clock, you've got loads of time. But anyway, this is how it is here in the UK. We just have about 6 hours of sunlight, and then it just goes dark until the summer, and then it don't get dark until about 10. How is it in your side of the world? What's it like there in New Zealand? Do you have those kind of daylight sort of issues, or is it just us in Europe? Hi Michelle, hope that you're gorgeous, hope that you're well. And so the card I pulled today is from the Rider-Waite deck, and I usually don't read cards upside down, but today I am going to. Firstly, it came out like that, and normally I just upright them, and I know other people who read tarots don't, but because I'm not necessarily a tarot reader, because I work with my spirit guides, I do read tarot cards differently if I ever do read them. This one I want to present to you upside down, and it's basically the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Can you see that? So you've got the Ten of Wands, and usually in its upright position, it usually means like overworked, overburdened, doing too many things, trying to, do too much, basically. Now you've got it sort of upside down, and it's going to imply the opposite, basically. It's almost saying here, things are going to get easier. That whatever you think has been too much, whatever it is you think that has been too much to hold, that you're doing something almost by yourself, is feeling heavy. And I get like this almost anxious kind of, oh, I can't, how long is this going on for? When will it end? I'm doing too much, or the situation is too much. Going to be undone. And the reason why I also say that, because this is a 10 card, usually it's upright position, it can mean that again all your hard work that you've been doing is going to come to completion, but it's almost like saying the opposite. I think as we obviously finished the retrograde, a week ago now, you still have that kind of shadow aspects that sometimes can slip into a little bit of the few days afterwards, and it just feels like there is a little bit of a release. This week has been about forgiveness. This week has been analyzing. This week has been about all those kind of like subtle shocks that I think just kind of like help educate us. But in today's energy, you've got this kind of tension releasing. Now this could be because you make a decision over something, maybe something just releases for whatever natural way. Maybe you've been suffering with pain and that will go away. Whatever this is for you, it's a good card to have. Sorry, you might see Mr. Darcy walking in the background. I'm surprised one of them hasn't popped their head over. So there you go, you got that. So it's a nice card to have, because it just feels like something, like you're going to know that something's come to an end, and that means that burden, all that stress it's just released. I like that. That's got to be a good thing. Hi Deanna from Australia. Hope that you're gorgeous. Hi Cheryl, Sherry, sorry, and hi Karen. Hi Sonia. Hi Mickey. Hope that you're good afternoon. Thank you. Fire finally gone. Yay! But cyclone on the way. They're calling it a zombie cyclone. So weather sucks here. Well, I cannot complain then about the British weather, Deanna, because that sounds horrid. It sounds like you have a similar type of weather system to some parts of the United States. When I was traveling this year for about 6 weeks from one side of America to another, there wasn't cyclones, there were little mini tornadoes, and particularly when you're going across the open plains, there's lots of wind factor and other stuff. But you know what I liked, because we stopped and obviously talked to many people on our travels, and some Native Americans that we met told us that they call their cyclones or their mini tornadoes ancestors, which I thought was beautiful. So now whenever I see or hear about a cyclone or tornado, from a spiritual perspective, I kind of understand that term as, you know, ancestors, you know, either wanting to give their presence, or maybe, again, you know, we talked about it last time with the fires about affecting change. Sometimes Mother Nature, you know, you know, as part of the universe, will be a source for change, basically. I really hope it gets better, and I'm sure everybody here who's watching hopes that that part of Australia, do remind me what part of Australia that is, gets that is not so bad, basically. Cyclone season, yeah, it's like, you know what, you know, I moan about British weather, but we don't have cyclones, we don't have tornadoes. There's Mr. Darcy fixing the sofa. So I don't know which way to go. Can you see him? What's he doing? Darcy, hello. You're on the telly, Darcy. You're being caught out doing something you shouldn't be doing. Ah, children. Queensland. Everybody sends love to Queensland so that it's not so horrid. Ah, good. Sonia says this card makes a lot of sense to me, but my battle isn't over just yet. Well, it might get easier from today. A lot of release, you know, it goes hand in hand, you know, with that whole forgiveness thing. It releases a lot, but this feels like a little bit more tangible for all of you. So really hope that's been helpful. Anyway, lovely, gorgeous people, Az will be back here tomorrow. Nikki says, I'm in Wales. All we have here is rain. That's Wales in the UK. Yeah, you do. So I'm sure I'm being such a Londoner now, Mickey. We have rain here too, just but we do have some sunny spells as well. But I love Wales. It's my favourite place. I'm a bit of a walker, so if you ever come to England and you want somewhere that's beautiful, well, it's loads of parts, but Wales, oh my god, especially the northern part, it's just gorgeous for walking. Thoroughly recommend it. Anyway, lovely people, I will chit chat here all day long, and I'll see you all here again tomorrow. Take care. Bye.